I said before, I believe in our team. I do believe in our team. And we're going to work hard to make our team better. And I hope the players respond the right way. And it's not going to be for you. The fans, yes. Because if it was up to you, we're 6 foot under already. We're dead and buried and gone. Gone. And just because you got beat on the last play, that can't affect the next play. Or that's breaking you. Your frustration is breaking you. Just because you miss a block, or you get blocked, or you miss a tackle, or you fumble the ball. What does it take to break you?
Everything you put into it is right out in front of you. Let's go get this thing.
Okay, good morning to each of you. Good morning and roll tide to you. Glad everyone is doing fine. It's your boy, it's me. Oh, it's Piano Man and I'm tired. Well, man, yeah, Stephen, let's get it. Let's get it. But first of all, good morning again. Happy new month to everybody. It's October. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? That it is October. My goodness gracious. Where has the time gone? As the old folks used to say, time waits on no one. But you know what? But we're here and we're alive. We're doing pretty good. All that good stuff. And I'm just glad to be here. Roll tide to each of you. Let's see who we got up in here. William Bryant. Good morning and roll tide. Double A, good morning and roll tide. Jeff Stapleton, good morning and roll tide. Twister, the Windwalker, good morning and roll tide to you, my friend. Stephen Hicks, man, the No Mercy crew, part of that No Mercy crew, a great American, him and OG Gill, good morning, roll tide. Let's get it. What the voice is saying, good morning. What are the voices saying this morning? Stephen Hicks, all right. It's Sugar Bell, what's up with you? Good morning and roll tide. Latoya Billingsley, what the business is. You know what the business is. You know what's up with you. You know what the business is. Let me see who else up in here. Let's get it. Let's see what's up in here. I'm gonna tell y'all about the doctor's report in just a second. I just want to make sure I get everybody. Yeah, make sure I got everybody. Justin Summerlin, roll tide to you, my man. Good morning. Happy new month to you, sir. Good to see you. Roll tide to you. Making sure I got everybody. Yeah, William Bryant, my main man. What's up, William? Good grace to life. Yeah, man. Well, y'all, I got a pretty cool report from the doctor yesterday. Now, next Wednesday, I've got to go back. Y'all forgive me because I haven't been too long. Woke up. I'm still seeing the little jumpies in my eyes, but I have to go back. Now, first, let me start it. First things first, I want to give all praises unto the Lord for a good doctor's report. If you could say I'm aging gracefully, I'm doing all right. Okay, but I want to tell you that my diabetes is looking good. As a matter of fact, my A1C has dropped and is actually back to normal. So I thank the Lord for that, even though I kind of jumped off the wagon there for a little bit, but I'm doing okay. All right. And, but we want to just keep that going and, continue to, watch our diet. And now I get on here and I talk a whole lot of smack. You see what I'm saying? But I try to, in the words of my late dad, do things in moderation. I try to do things in moderation, and especially in eating. I try to do things in moderation. And so I'm thankful for that part. The reason I didn't come back on here yesterday is I had to get a tetanus shot. Remember I told you all I stepped on the nail, right? That tetanus shot like wiped me out, man. Like it was like I wasn't feeling too good after that. But let me tell you something. That's actually my first tetanus shot, like in years, in years. So they do want me to they do want me to come back. Appreciate it, Sugar Bell. I appreciate it. You too, Latoya. All of you. Thank you for your prayers and thank you for your care and concern. Now, next Wednesday, I'm going to be coming on just a little bit later. Next Wednesday, because I have an appointment with the podiatrist. They want to start me on that, which I was sort of concerned about because my mom being a nurse, she started at the latter stages of her life. She started going to a podiatrist, as far as the toenails and everything went, and so they want to just monitor my feet for diabetical reasons, and then I go in December back for eye exam and everything, and I just have to, have to just keep things going. But I want to say this: the big bro here I'm gonna be okay, and I prayed and asked God to help me to be okay. But I have to exactly twist it. But that's what I was about to say. There's a part that I've got to play. I can ask for your prayers and thoughts and concerns all I want. I can ask God to help me all I want. But if I don't do my part, so Piano Man is about to do his part, and I'm gonna amp some things up a little bit and get a little bit more weight off, and we're gonna make it happen. Okay. So I want to thank each of you for your prayers and concerns. Now, the only thing I don't like, but it beats the alternative, is I have some more shots that I have to take because of age. And so, but that's for all of us, as we age, as we keep getting older and everything, there's, our bodies do different things, but I'm going to do those things to stay alive because I have kids I want to still hang around. I got kids I want to still hang around. I have my grandkids I want to still hang around and see. And then, I still want to hang out with y'all here on the long run with Piano Man. There are other things that, there are other projects that I'm undertaking, even at the age and stage that I am. And so you just keep it going, right? Right. And then Stephen Hicks, as we know, Latoya, as we know, and a couple of y'all know, there are still the honeybees that have to be tended to. That's right. And I want to do my part in helping nature do his thing. That's right. And so it's calling for Piano Man to do his part with the honeybees. Amen. Mm-hmm. Water is good early this morning. So but that's how that all went yesterday. Okay. Point number 2 before we get to Sugar Bell stop. Then point number 2 before we get to talking about Texas A&M. I went back over the predictions list and I went back over it with a fine tooth comb and everything. And Latoya, well, let me start at, and then we're gonna talk about that in just a second. But here we go. With the predictions from last week and everything. Good morning, Dwight, my producer's here and everything. Well, Anitra won. She was the closest one. Good morning, Jeff. She was the closest one to get into score and everything. And so Anitra, I'll I get out, when you come on, when she comes on, if she's listening, I will get your information or I'll give you mine, and then we're going to go from there. All right. Hadn't quite decided what your prize is going to be, but that's what it's going to be. And so just know you can ask Latoya. If Piano Man say he's going to do something, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. All right. So we're going to make sure and get Anitra her prize, and should be within the next couple of days. You ought to be getting it, and I just hope that you like it. Okay, I just hope that you like it, and Anitra, this was her week, all right? And so today we will begin our predictions day all the way, I'm going to say today and, from today until Friday. Let's do it like we did it last week. We're going to start our predictions. I'm not going to start it right now. But first, let me address something. Let's address something. I want to address a couple of things. The first thing I want to address is I really enjoy having our conversations and everything. And I enjoy even having chats, even in other social media venues. But there's just one word of caution that I've got to just to remind us of, that when we are talking, when we're debating, I don't mind you talking, and I know some we get passionate and we get this, that, and the third, but please be reminded that there are ways that we talk to each other. We can disagree without being disagreeable. Okay. And so, let's stop with the name calling, and I can't tell another grown person what to do, but as it relates to the show, let's just be careful of that. Okay. Because let's still be reminded, I do have mods. I do. And in those mods, there are some crews that still do exist. And what we don't want to do is to put anybody in timeout, because we don't want you to have to go somewhere and calm down. I want everybody to be able to participate in a nice civil debate. But when you're debating somebody, because I saw that on our show just a little bit, and then I've seen it on other shows, and then I've just seen it in everyday chatting. Just in everyday chatting, that some folks just don't know how to talk to anybody when they disagree with someone. And that's where we all must, we got to grow up right there, so let's just be sure and let's watch that and everything, because I love having conversation. I do. And that's what makes the show. And like B Sharp says all the time, is all of us that makes the show. And then that's the can I call Vols fan Voltard? That's not bad. That's not bad. But we just don't want to use the RE word, because that is abusive. And listen, let me tell you something. You're also looking at a man that has worked with that particular population, and I love them. I love them with my heart. I love them. Okay. Now, Voltards, I don't mind, but we're not going to go with that other word and everything, because that's an abusive word. And I'm going to tell you something else. Let's talk about the team and not the individual. Thank you, LaToya. We're talking about the team, because I'm going to tell you like this, and I'm still standing by what I say. Now, y'all, I'm looking to my right over here and everything, because, I have told you that I am into cryptocurrency, and I think something is about to happen, and I need something to shake real quick for me, So when I'm looking at something, anyway, y'all just forgive me, because today is Wednesday, and so we just we're just waiting on some things to wait. No, I'm looking for something to happen at any time, as far as cryptocurrency goes and everything. The piggies are okay. I'm going there today to one of them passed away, unfortunately. Got a mom that doesn't know how to be a mom. But anyway, don't get me started on that one, because anyway. But they're doing good. And so one of the pigs, I was just told this morning, is down to 5. That's how many, and is at her hands. Okay. So anyway, but we're gonna continue to do that. But as I said, back to what I was saying. So when we have when we open up our phone lines again and everything, let's be mindful of that. Okay. I don't want to see what I've been seeing online with other fan bases. Then number two, while I'm on that subject, listen. And this is something else that I want us to be mindful of. As much as I love our win against Georgia, as much as I would love to still talk about it, babies, ladies, and gentlemen, that game is over. Just like the Florida State game is over, just like the ULM game is over, just like the Wisconsin game is over, the Georgia game is over. Now, I'm not talking to anybody in this chat, okay? I'm not talking to anybody in this chat, but I'm talking to everybody everywhere. If you can't get, I'm basically talking to some Georgia folks too, and they might get mad because I'm going to bring something else up while I'm at it. You lost. That game is over. You need to be getting ready for Kentucky. You need to be getting ready, fans, you need to be getting ready for Kentucky and leave that Bama game where it is in hopes that you continue to win. And if Bama continues to win, you can settle it on the field in the SEC championship game. That's what you ought to be working towards. But when you're still focusing on what didn't go right in the Bama game at Florida State, I'm not going to leave you out either. I still seeing some of your fan base still wanting everybody to remember that. Just remember, we beat Bama. Yeah, but you lost to Virginia. And you're playing Miami Saturday. Why are you still worried about the Bama game? Now, as this goes out live, I don't care who, What's up, Jacob Arthur? Now, I'm going to say this. You just need to let it go. Let it go. We've let the Florida State loss go. Did we want to lose to them? No, but we did. But we kept going on and moving on. And now, who are we playing? We're playing Vanderbilt. We're not playing Georgia. We're not playing ULM. We're not playing Wisconsin. We're not playing Florida State. We're not playing the Michigan of last year or the year before. We're not playing nobody but Vanderbilt. That is who we're playing. Second thing, good morning, Bino. The GM is here. Good morning, Bino. Roll Tide. Happy new month to you. Happy hump day to you too, bro. Second thing. Now, it pains me to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Please, for the sake of all that is Bama, please don't go up in another chat of another team. Good morning, Bobby Sprinkle, my brother. Roll Tide, bro. Please don't go up in another chat of another fan base and trash Alabama. What you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, see, I told y'all I visit other places. I do. And it breaks my heart as a fan that I see Alabama fans go into other fan bases and trash the team. It's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. And if you don't believe me, I dare you to visit other fan bases, you will see it for yourself. Now, I'm going to put it to you this way. All might not go well with my family all the time. I'm a father. I'm a grandfather. And sometimes my kids may do some stuff that I don't understand. But I am not about to go and talk about, especially negatively, Jeff. I'm not about to go over in Jeff's house and just trash my kids. No, those are still my kids, because this is how Jeff would look at me. If I'm trashing my own kids like that, Jeff will probably say, well, what will you do to me? Got it? So please, I can't tell you what not to do, but I can ask you, support the team and don't knock them. I'm just saying, support the Alabama. If you are a Tide fan, excuse me, if you are a Tide fan, ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way that you should go into a Georgia chat, into an Ohio State chat, a Penn State chat, shucks, even a Slippery Rock chat. Ain't no way you're supposed to go up in there talking about we need to get rid of our coach. And we wish that you would, even in a chat, I saw where somebody said up in a Georgia chat said, we need to get Kirby back. For what? For what? And Jeff, you know what? I don't even call them fair weather fans. Thank you, Sugar Belt. They're not actually fans. You mean to tell me you're going to go up in another chat of another team and trash your team? Way too many, Bino. Way too many. Do you know? Wait a minute. And I even invited this guy. I even invited this person who called me a bandwagon fan. And I said to this guy, I said, I personally want to invite you to my show. And I want you to say all of that, what you just said, to my face. To my face. Come say all that to my face. And then he'll understand which way I'm coming from. Because all I said to him was, he showed this picture of how Zachariah Branch from Georgia, he danced and made two Bama players collide with each other, and ultimately, but Bama got the hit. Last thing I'm going to say about the Georgia game, Bama got the hit on him and blah, 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 blah. You know, all that kind of stuff. And I said, and he did all that dancing just to lose. I said, but let me remind you how it's actually done. And I showed the touchdown of Ryan Williams last year, where the two guys from Georgia collided with each other, and Ryan Williams ran for a touchdown. So this guy proceeds to say on to me, oh, you see, you win one game and you don't know how to act, and you ain't nothing but a bandwagon fan, blah, 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 blah. I can tell a bandwagon fan anyway. And I said, bro, wait a minute. I've been a fan since 1973. He didn't know you have it and everything. I said, well, let me personally invite you to the show, this, that, and the third. So that's what we got. See, that's what's going on. Still salty, still hurt. But now you want to talk about other people. But I'm going to tell you like this, but you will never, ever hear Piano Man going into, and I'm in the other chats all the time, and I'm always defending my Alabama Crimson Tide. And when I get over there, yeah, I have to take the lumps with the lumps and the bruises with the nice and the nasty. But you never hear me, down my team. Yeah. Yeah. I saw it too. And it's not just, it's in several chats. Several chats. So yes, so what AA saying is true. What hold up, Jake. Wait a minute. Jacob said something too. And Jacob, I was trying to start because the chat is jumping. So yes, yeah, Jacob, he's right. He's right. He's exactly right. He ain't lying. He's not lying. He's not lying. Yeah, what Jacob is saying, what some fan bases are saying, and what some fans within the Georgia fan base are saying, like at 8:27 a.m. Central Standard Time on October the 1st, 2025, in the year of our Lord. They're saying that. It's crazy. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days, 4 or 5 days have gone by, and they're still talking as if the game had just ended. But not over here, because like I said, as soon as the game ended, it became Vandy week. It became the big payback time. Win, lose, or draw, it became time for the big payback. We was done playing Georgia. Good morning. The other part of the No Mercy crew is here. Gil Cruz, the OG. Good morning, my man. Good morning, Gil. That's it. Exactly, Jacob. They're still listen, and I'm moving on. They're still calling for Kane Womack to be fired, Kalen DeBoer to be fired. You can't please some folks. You can't please some folks. Shucks, I'm still mad from last year about Vanderbilt, and here we are getting ready to play them again, and I'm having to fuss about our fan base going and talking about our team in another chat. Man, forget them. If you want to go be with them, go be with them. Go be with them. Go be with whoever it is that's going to make you happy. But don't straddle the fence. Don't straddle the fence. You can't do it. What's up, Double L? Roll Tide to you. So don't straddle the fence, but it's time to talk about Vanderbilt. It's time to talk about Pavia. It's time to talk about, wait a minute, and I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't believe that I'm saying that we're putting Pavia and a has-been Johnny Manziel in the same sentence. Oh, see, Double L know what time it is. See, when he said, I'm mad, when he said, got to get back, need that get back, pay back. I tell you, because we can't do the song because of copyright and this, that, and the third. But if you know the song, if you've never heard the song, The Big Payback is by James Brown. I want you to go listen to it and pay attention to the intro. Pay attention to the intro. And that needs to be our attitude. James Brown says, I'm mad. Gotta get back. Pay back. Need that get back. Yeah. And so that's where we are right now. I'm laughing because, see, there is a history with that song, Larry Large. There's a history with that song. And guess what? And the crazy part about it is, I know who James Brown was talking about. I know exactly who James Brown was talking about. Yes, sir, Bob. I know exactly. I know exactly, Twister. I know exactly who James Brown was talking about. What's up, DSGB 84? My main man out of Georgia representing them dogs. What's up? What's up with you? What's up? See, that's why y'all have to be careful with me. I'm just saying. Oh no, Sugar Bell. No, ma'am. They ain't coming after me. Y'all still want to see me? Y'all still want to see me on live, don't you? Well, see, if I tell that right there, it's a wrap. Good morning, Gwen. Roll Tide. Huggy. What's up? What's up? What's up with you? If I tell that right there publicly, it's a wrap. But just know Piano Man know exactly, because it's real deep right there. That first line, when I'm getting back on, I'm gonna get back on Vanderbilt here. But that first line when you say getting down with my girlfriend, that ain't right. It was true. It was true. It was true, man. So I'm telling you now, but I'm like Double L. I'm like James Brown. I'm mad because we need to get. Pavia has run his mouth. You know, Pavia has run his mouth. He's run his mouth, and now I don't like the way my hat fit. Like this, man. I don't like this. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. Okay, that's a little better. Man, made me feel some type of way. But let me tell y'all something. And now you've got Johnny Manziel over there with Shannon Sharp running his mouth. And the White before the week over, before the game, man, we need to find that clip and listen to what Johnny Manziel talking about. Johnny Manziel running his mouth, talking about ain't nobody afraid of Alabama no more. You know what? I learned something about that. So like I told y'all yesterday, see, when you get into OG status, there's some things that you learn as you walk your walk up to OG status. See, when you used to get in a fight, see, people get the hollering about, get the hollering about. Oh, thank you, William Bryant. William Brown, you just gave me a good name right there. But anyway, people get to talking about, oh, he's scared of him. But see, back in the gap, they say, no, when you fight me, I don't want you scared of me. I don't want you scared of me. I don't want you scared of me. So the thing about it is, Bama don't want nobody scared of him. No, come on. Because Governor says this so eloquently. Since we're everybody's Super Bowl, then we want your best. We want your best. We want your best. Come with it. Talk your smack. And just know you gonna get our best. Good morning, Keith. Yeah, he come talking. He's hollering all this stuff about. Let me get up right here with Sugar Bell. Hold up. Sugar Bell said he sure was, Piano. Johnny said he was going to be on the sideline in Tuscaloosa this Saturday rooting for Candy. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. Yeah, you gonna need some candy to lick on, partner. And we gonna make sure you know what? Please forgive me, y'all. And but when you get to talking smack about my Tide, I'm gonna talk smack along with you. We gonna give you Pavia so you can lick on him a little bit. All right. So you take that how you want to. Johnny has been Manziel, and if you want to get out there, you can get it too. You can get it too. We ain't forgot all that stuff what you talking about. But remember now, we got you. in the second game too. Y'all remember that when we played them the second time? Yeah. We you can get some of that. Yeah, man. Yeah, we don't want you scared. Yeah, he can get it too. Yeah, he was there. He was talking all that foolishness. He was talking all that foolishness, and he's still talking about he gonna show up in T-Town and he gonna be over there on Vandy side. Go over there. We want you to, because people are acting as if now all of a sudden. Wait a minute. Let me get my Bible. Where's my Bible? Okay, here we go. Let me get my Bible. Let me remind you of something. Let me remind everybody a little something right here. Ratch here. Here we go. Let me pull out Vanderbilt. You know, let me just do a little reminder. Let me just do a little bit of reminder. This is for Mr. Manziel and for Mr. You know, he used to be Johnny Football. Now you're Johnny Has Been. Okay? Here you go, Johnny Has Been. Let me remind you. Wait a minute. No, you got to have different versions, different translations of the old Bible here. My other translation. I need my other translation too. Yeah, I got my Athlons right here. I need my other translation. Where you at? Did I? My other translation. Well, I'm just gonna have to use this one. Let me remind you, all these folks is putting all this trust in Vandy and everything. See, you're going with the fact that because they beat Alabama last year, they was this all world. But let me remind you, Vandy was 7-6 last year. 7-6 overall, 3-5 in the SEC. Let me go back and remind you. My brothers and sisters and everything, people in Payback, guys and gals, everything. Okay, they beat Virginia Tech last year. They beat Alcorn State last year, but turned around and lost to Georgia State and went to Missouri and lost to them. Beat Alabama, beat Kentucky, and beat Ball State. When they won those 3 in a row, everybody went crazy over Vanderbilt. Everybody went crazy over the media. Everybody was going crazy when they beat Alabama, they beat Kentucky, and they beat Ball State. Then they lose to Texas, and they lost to Texas by 3. The world was still fascinated with Vanderbilt. But after the Texas game and they beat Auburn, they lost their next 3 games. Watch this. They lost to South Carolina, they lost to LSU, and they lost to Tennessee, and then they get in the bowl game and they beat Georgia Tech. 6 losses. The 3 SEC wins were against Alabama, Kentucky, and Auburn. Everybody else, they lost to. But who gets all the hype? Which game do they get all hyped up for? That everybody gets, they get the rooting for Vandy. Bama. Not Auburn, Bama. Not Kentucky, Bama. That's who they get all hyped up about. Bama. And because they beat Bama, what's the word I'm looking for? Now, here you go, like Johnny Has Been hollering, oh, we gonna get them again. Where does we come in at? You Texas A&M player. I'm just saying, man. Now, am I making fun of Vandy? No. Vandy's gonna play a good game. But you're not going to get, I don't think you're going to do what Hugh Freeze did at Ole Miss 2 years in a row. I don't think you have that in you. You're going to suffer your first loss. You come in the Saban field. You come in the hallowed ground. That's where you're coming to. You're coming to hallowed ground, player. I'm just saying, man. Everybody wants Bama. That's what we've been saying. I haven't read, and no disrespect to you, Jacob Arthur, and all of Bulldog Nation, DSG and DSGB84 and Stacy Go Dogs, or any of y'all. But I haven't read a sign yet that says we want Georgia. But I read signs all the time that says we want Bama. Every time. That's the standard. Regardless of win, lose, or draw. That's the standard. And you know what? Johnny ain't even a flash in the pan. Shoot, that flash been gone, Keith. Roll Tide to you, Keith. Good morning, bro. I think I said it, but if I didn't, forgive me, bro, but just hearing it again, if I did. But I'm telling you now, Bama gonna play these guys. Bama gonna play these guys. Bama has something to prove. Bama has something to prove. Now I'm ready. Go on and tell. Roll Tide. I'm just telling you now, Bama has something to prove. And all these folks running around here trashing the team, I'm wondering if you secretly going over and finding a Vandy chat to go and hang out over there and say, oh, y'all gonna beat us again and blah, 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 blah. Keep your end over there. Go somewhere else. Good morning, Bama Ball 9. Roll Tide. I'm on one this morning. I'm on one. Because deliver me from fake fans, deliver me from fake folks, deliver me from that you're not a fair weather. You're just a troll. Oh, Auburn, Jacob, please go in there. Please go in there and shut their mouth. Because I'm gonna get on them in a minute. I'm gonna get on them in just a second. But this week belongs to Vandy. This week, Vandy, Candy. You know, hold up, twist. I'm not ready yet. I ain't ready yet. I'm not ready. I got something else I got to do. But let me tell you something. All these folks, all this chapping, chirping, all that kind of stuff, bro. Let me tell you something. I think Bama's gonna put it to an end. And let me tell you something else. I went back and I watched the Georgia-Bama game, not just to rub nobody's nose in it, but I was looking at it from a critical standpoint. All right. I went back and watched a particular play. How can I put this? I went back and I watched a particular play that some folks just kind of cringed on Ryan Williams about a particular block that he didn't make. Okay. But you got to go back. You got to go back and watch the whole play. The whole play. And it was a pass to Jerm Bernard. And when they talked about Ryan, his lack of blocking, some of them did not watch the whole play. What he did was, it was as if he knew Jeremy caught the ball. But what he did was, I've said this before, I'll say it again, it's all about positioning. It's all about positioning. It's all about timing and this, that, and the third. And when a play is happening real fast, you got to think fast, you got to react, boom, pop, down, all that kind of stuff. Now, folks are hollering, Ryan didn't block right there. Go back and watch the play. Yes, he did. But he actually made a smart play. He actually made a smart play by not engaging in a long-term block. I'm gonna show you what I mean. And like I said, I'm going somewhere with this. See, this is what people are trashing Ryan, trashing Jerm, trashing Ty, just trashing. But I want to show you something. You got to, people forget that part. But let me start that. There you go. Going somewhere with it. I'm gonna talk today because I didn't do it that much yesterday because of the doctor. But here we go. Watch this now. But what Ryan did, he shed the block. He stood this block up long enough to shed him off, throw the block off, and Ryan went down the field, blocked another dude that sprung Germ for a few more yards. It was happening so fast, but you have to watch it real close. Real close. Now, exactly, Dwight. Exactly. People just hollering about he didn't get his block in. Yes, he did. That's football, part of the one-on-one that you even learn that in Little League, Pee Wee. You don't stand there and dance with a guy. You hit him, you knock him off, you knock him off his base enough where he can't get the tackle. Germ got past him. Ryan went on and hit another guy. And it sprung, watch this, and it sprung Germ for some more yards. That's called team playing. Please stop this. Please stop. Please stop. We all can find something wrong, but guess what? We all make mistakes on the if you're working, you make mistakes on your job. Even if you're not, you make mistakes at home. You make mistakes in your bill paying. You make mistakes. But that was not a mistake. That wasn't a mistake. Ryan just did what he had to do to free Germ. Because if Ryan even could have got even a better block and everything, and the traffic hadn't have been there the way it was, Germ would have scored because of Ryan's block. But we'll take a first down. We'll take that. I'd rather take that than no down at all or no yardage gain. So just like others, I owe Ryan an apology right there. But I went back and looked at it and I said, wait a minute. Yes, he did block. He did. We want to see we want to see this, that, and the third. No, the dude did his job. He did his job. Now let's get let's get up off of it. We fussing about his fingernails, but wait a minute. I don't hear the Bama fan fussing about when Joe Namath was doing pantyhose commercials. I wasn't here. I remember, and I can remember that too. I was young enough to remember he was doing was it Turtles, or I forgot the name of the pantyhose, but he was doing pantyhose commercials. Joe Namath had a Fu Manchu mustache and goatee when it wasn't even popular, and he was wearing a mink coat and wore long hair. And back in the Gap like that, that was not the the status quo in Bamaville. You're supposed to be clean cut and this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. Joe Namath was in New York City. So come on, Nicole, what the business is, So the point that I'm making is, get up off these players, man. They're doing their job. And they're steadily getting better. That ought to be the part that's scaring everybody, that Bama is actually trending. And I got some more news for you. And I did see this in another chat. We are about to see what this offense is really about to be about. It's about to come about. Y'all better hear me now. Y'all better hear me now. It's about to, you're about to see some stuff. And I believe, Vandy, you're first. You're first. Georgia got a little bit of it. Just a little bit. Just a little bit, because Kirby made those defensive adjustments. But Vandy, I think you're going to get a lot more of that, what I believe that. And you come into our house, man, you better get on down. Well, how you doing, Kirby Smart fan? How you doing? How you feeling today? Yeah, the Coach DeBoer fans were live. We're live and kicking, just like the Kirby Smart fans. The true fans are live and kicking. Told you I can get back at you 2 times, but yeah, that's right. You know how it go, player. But we over here, we live and well. So this morning, with that being said, I'm waiting on Anitra to come in so I can give her the news and everything. But the 2-time is still a great American. Just saying, man. Twister, you are in a real Alabama fan territory. That's why I was inviting that dude over here who called me a bandwagon fan. I invited him to come on over. And let's see how bandwagon. I want to see you say that to my face. I'm a bandwagon fan, man. You better get on down, player. I can tell you some stuff probably about your mama you don't know. Carla Hinton, good morning, Roll Tide. We live and well up in this joint. And man, that dude didn't know who he don't know who he talking to. Man, I'm an OG brother. I might show up at your house and say, now let's talk. Let's settle it like men. Or are you still in chump stage? Come on, let's settle it. You know. But bro, I ain't got nothing to prove to you. I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. I am who I am. What the business is, call it. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's right. Good morning, Zach. Good morning. Now, right now, I'm going to come back on this evening. Here we go. I'm waiting on the Twister. You already know, player. You already know. Man, Piano Man don't play with I ain't playing with y'all. I ain't playing. When you call yourself wanting to insult me and don't know me, but I'm steadily respecting you, but you want to call yourself disrespecting me because you want to play keyboard warrior. What did I tell y'all yesterday? You don't never go up against an OG and ask him what's happening because you ain't going to be ready for the answer on what's happening. So, but I got you, Twister. Twister. I promise you I'm good. But you ain't got no more time to do that, though. You ain't got no more time to do. Zach, what's going on, man? I'm just saying. So, once again, Bishop Frank, Dr. Newkirk. I'm just making sure everything. This morning, I'm not going to be taking phone calls right now because I've got to get these predictions out the way. But when I come back on this evening, I'm going to take all the phone calls you want and everything because I want to hear some. You know what? Wait a minute. Hold up. Twister. Don't tell it on his mama. Shoot. Okay, keep playing. I been told him some stuff about his mama he didn't know. I been made it. Look here, Sugar Bell. He okay. He walking around with 3 cents. I'll take 2 of them pennies. Twister, I'm gonna give you a couple of minutes. I give you a couple of minutes, Twister. You and Bishop. I give y'all a couple of minutes. You know, because I got to get to these. I got to get to these predictions. So we can't be long on here. But I'll let you run it for a minute, Twister. But I'm finna tell you, man, I don't want to hear another bandwagon fan, fair weather fan come up in here talking crazy. That's just the way it's gonna go. What's up, Twister? Roll Tide, my brother.
Good morning. Roll Tide to everyone. Roll Tide to you, Piano Man, sir. Hey, I had to calm you down a little bit, man. I said I had that same problem with a certain Georgia Bulldog fan too, man. They want to talk all that crap on the podcast, and they want to talk all that crap again, on the keyboard. But they ain't gonna say it to our face, man. And I be wanting to bring it. They talking about they want to come over and pull up. I'm like, bro, you want to pull up? Please do. Please do that. Yeah, I had those problems too. Man. And I'm like, man, you really want, you don't know crap about me, man. So that's what they do. Yeah, that's what they do.
I'm gonna tell you like this, but Twister, let's move on, bro. Man, what
Yes,
you
sir.
think about this Johnny Manziel? Johnny has been foolish.
Man, let me say this like this here. Last week, that same media was whooping and hollering for Georgia to beat us, right? Same media, ESPN, CBS, ABC, and the podcaster, Georgia podcast. Even some of our own Alabama fans, was kind of like, I guess they trying to predict or analyze the game. Like Georgia was the favorite to win, yada, yada, yada. But they said they want Alabama to win. These are the same ones who rooting for Vandy. They're rooting for Vandy to do it because they want us to fall so bad. They thought Georgia, they precious Georgia Bulldogs, was going to get it done. And shout out to the real Georgia fans who understand defeat. There's some real ones out there who understand defeat and understand, dang, we just can't beat Bama. I'm talking about these delusional, retarded, slow Georgia fans that just can't get over and trying to throw folks under the bus. And I think Jeff said, or Arthur said, or Jacob Arthur said, y'all trying to fire Kirby Smart? Are you serious? Even though we go toe to toe with this man, and I say he was one of us back in the day, that man still one hell of a coach. Don't get rid of that dude. Without Kirby, y'all probably won't be nothing.
I'm telling you, man.
Shout out to old Kirby Smart, man. Keep doing your job, sir. Man, I hope he ignoring them fans. I really hope he is.
Hey, Kirby, I know you ain't listening, but my brother, keep cooking, bro. Keep cooking. I mean, like, you wanting to fire a coach, and I'm through with Georgia, but I promise you, I don't want to talk about him, but you got these folks wanting to fire a man over one team. And then even, watch this, and even accused him of throwing the game. They bruh. They accused the man of throwing the game.
That man played his tail off, man. Kirby Smart is known for making adjustments in the second half, and he did it again. We just held him. They was gonna come back. Old boy dropped the pass. They freshman, I guess his name is Taylor, dropped the touchdown pass like Ryan Williams did. Georgia had plenty of time to make a touchdown. We just stopped them.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Watch this twist. Look at this one I'm about to put in the chat. Hold up. Mark Rick, are you serious? And
no.
Mark Rick is sick. He's sick.
Oh God.
Mark
my
Rick,
goodness.
I don't even listen. I don't mean to put this out there, but 2 times, Jacob, correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't Mark Rick have Parkinson's?
Ooh.
He's sick.
Ooh, that's bad. He's not coming back on the sideline like that.
Yes, he's sick.
He don't remember nothing then. He ain't gonna be ready to remember nothing. He almost got Alzheimer's or something.
Because that's the next step. Thank you, Jacob.
God.
That's the next step. That's why I am when I'm hearing stuff like this, and when they're talking about that right there, that's the reason why I'm passionate about it, because I was watching him just a few days before they was playing, before they played Alabama. They had Mark Rick up there, and he was promoting, funding, this, then, for research on Parkinson's, because he has a granddaughter who has Crohn's disease.
Wow. And I ain't gonna lie to you. Mark Rick was a great coach for Georgia for all his tenure. He won like several SEC championships, I think in the mid 2000s and so on. But he never won the big ones, and he gave us close games as well. He sure did. But y'all better keep Kirby and try to steal our formula. but
I'm just gonna say, man, some of these fans are crazy. But now on to the business, Twister. On to the business.
Yeah, let's talk about this. I heard about this too about Johnny Manziel.
Twister. Let's talk about sad. I want to talk
Y'all,
about no darn Johnny.
Man.
Johnny has been. Johnny maybe. Johnny 3-stroke. Johnny this, that, and the third. I want to talk about that.
Man,
I want to talk about that.
Yeah, like I said, I think you had did you have Bishop on there or Coach Al when I asked you called it called my on my like my chat out there yesterday talking about the spies. He said you can use the spies, but not so much. But I'm just saying that so they can just watch every move he make. If he trying to go out there and run, they can hawk him down. Like watching because I ain't gonna lie to you. Go ahead.
Go ahead. All
right, like I said, Davio Pravier is basically Johnny Manziel, and that's why Johnny Manziel probably on his side because he reminds him of himself as Johnny Manziel. But at the same time, Johnny Manziel, just like Diego Pavio did, Pavio beat us barely. Look, they just got a fluke victory. We just got, they just won. That was just lucky win. Johnny Manziel had that same thing to happen to us, and it probably sparked up the spread offense against Alabama. And Nick Saban had to get another, coordinator to match up with it. So back in 2012, Johnny Manziel beat us. But that next year, we came to their house and beat the brakes out of them. They had to play catch up.
Yeah, I'm just hey, good morning, Susan. Good morning. Roll Tide Governor, Roll Tide Susan.
Roll Tide Susan, Roll Tide Governor, Roll Tide to y'all both.
Yeah, Roll Tide. But let me ask you this. So give me your score. What you think? And I mean, give me I want your what's up, big dog gotta eat? Good morning, my friend from Tennessee representing them Volunteers. Ask you something, Twister. Give me your analysis. Like if you're gonna break it down from where you're sitting, especially when you're talking about the bracketing of Manziel. We're gonna have to bring it. And Coach Carl, if you can, I'll put that link back up there. I'll bring Coach Carl in too for just a couple of minutes here because I gotta get to my peeps here because I want to hear from everybody before everybody have to get off. But I just want a couple of minutes. Your time there, Twister, and but tell me your analysis from a point of having to stop Pavia.
Here's my analysis. Number one, they gonna go to side, especially when he get flushed out the pocket. They gonna go east or west on the sideline, and I've been saying this the whole time since the loss to Florida State. They need to seal the edges. They need to seal the edges because they last week. One of them Georgia running backs ripped off one on the left side, and that wide receiver Bell. They need to seal the edges, Piano man. It's just like you can get them up front. You can stop them when they go up to the teeth of the defense. That's not the problem. They stopping that. It's the edges, Piano man. They're not sealing the edges. Kane Womack got a problem sealing the edges. Florida State, when that receiver number 13 or number 19 ripped a goddamn 70-yard run because it was on the left side I don't know who's on the left side of the field. I'm talking about like behind the wide receiver's level. It may be on the defense on the right, but on the left side, I don't know who's supposed to be over there. On there trying to, to seal the edges and tackle in space. They need to learn how to do that. And sometimes we get to the position for the tackle, but don't make the tackle. Right. Same thing. Yeah. We ain't making no tackle.
I'm going to say this to you even about that. And I agree. I'm not going to disagree. But I also want to say that some of that comes from, like I said, overrunning the play, overrunning or overreacting to the play. But then by that same time, by the same token, some of that comes from being hesitant. You see what I'm saying? You allow yourself to get frozen up. If you play ball before, you allow yourself to get frozen into a place there where they freeze you, and then all of a sudden you're too slow to react. Continue to make fluid motion, and you got to keep all of that going. And so, but you're right. But those edges got to be sealed. But also, that I'm gonna be honest with you, gap integrity has to be there too, though. Twister, you got to fill those gaps. The edges, filling that edge is cool too. But if they see that they can get you in the gaps coming straight up the middle, that's where they're going to hurt you. They'll hurt you coming up the middle when those gaps are not sealed, as opposed to coming up on the edge. Now, if they beat you on the edge, they'll beat you sometime. But if they're going to come up that middle, now that's where you're going to have some issues. I'm telling you what I know, because none of your linebackers are there now. And that's where that's where that north-south running comes in. So that's all I'm saying.
Since Cray Rushaw been down, Pierre gonna take that wolf position, right? He got the wolf now, don't it?
Yeah.
And he's good at. He probably ain't no offense to the roster. He's their best rusher because the last couple of games he been getting to the quarterbacks. He has been doing that. I think that suits him.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna put it to you like this, Twister, and I'm gonna let you give your prediction, and then we're gonna move on to get on to the next caller. But check this out, Twister. I believe that you're right, but I also like what's happening with not only with Jans and Pierre, but some of our other young cats that's coming off the bench that's doing some stuff too. And see, they're not. There was a play. I told you all, and Coach Carl, man, be safe, my brother. And hope everything's goes well with you there at the chiropractor. I need to go myself.
God bless you. God bless you, Coach Carl. God bless you, bro.
And I need to go myself. But Coach, everybody hollering out they need piano, man. We need Coach Carl too. We need all our OG. We need all our coaches. OG, we need all of y'all. And so, but anyway, but QB Reese, Yanzi Pierre, Bray Hubbard, didn't I tell y'all that last week that would be a good game for Dijon Lee to cut his teeth on? You remember when I said that? I don't know if you were in there or not, Twister, but I made a statement.
I was still in Alabama. I couldn't get in. I was still with the family.
Okay, well, I made a statement during one of the lives last week that watch this game. This will be a good game for Dijon Lee to cut his teeth off. And look who here, Twist.
Man, Coach Carl, roll tide to you, bro.
What's up, Coach?
Hey, can you hear? I see him, but I can't hear.
See you, but I can't hear you.
Can't hear you, bro. Can't hear you.
What's going on, piano man?
What's going on?
We can hear him now.
Coach?
How y'all doing?
Hey man, we doing all right.
Blessed, man. Feeling blessed, bro.
What you got in that bottle there?
Twister. Oh, this ain't never a Gatorade ball. Empty Gatorade ball.
Oh, I'm finna say, man, it's a little bit too early in the morning, eh?
No, I can't do that, man. I gotta go to the chiropractor.
I need to be going there, Coach.
Yeah,
I need to be going. I actually nothing. I ain't gonna say that because I don't want to get the chat started. I don't want to get the chat started early this morning. Yeah, but anyway, Coach.
I heard Twister out here dropping gems.
Yeah, man, Twister was talking. He talking that real talk there. You know, that's why I said I let Twister and Coach come on up and everything before I start taking these predictions. I got one prediction, but Twister, right quick, give me your prediction. Give me your score prediction, Twister.
Well, it might be a high-scoring game. Vandy got a high-power offense. Do they do the wishbone? Cause they did it. I think they kind of did it last year. Do they do the wishbone
No,
kind of? Oh, they don't.
no, it's a
Uh-uh.
flex bone. It's a flex bone offense. It's a spread version of the wish.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Okay.
just spread you out, and then they come back with that flex and with that weird color wishbone. But wishbone, everything tight and condensed. They just spread you out and run the
Yeah.
same offense.
Okay. 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 I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say maybe 45, 45, 35, or 45, maybe 28. It's gonna be high scoring.
Which
It's
one you
gonna be
want?
high scoring.
45 or 28, Twist?
Yes, sir.
Which
It's
one?
gonna be a
28?
28 for Vandy and 45 for Alabama.
Got you. Coach, right quick, give me your analysis from a coach's perspective. I heard Twister, but I want to hear yours.
But what I from dealing with different type offenses, man. People gonna run what they run. So Vandy definitely will run the flex offense, but only difference is Bama know what's coming. Just like they didn't know what was coming with Georgia, right?
Right.
They put everybody in the middle and tried to stop the power run game against Georgia between the A and B gap. And Georgia bounced it to the outside in the C gap, and then they all and they coming with that sideline to sideline, that stretch and C gap offense because they want to run the flex outside of the C gap. I think Vandy gonna come run a few plays outside the C gap, and then they're gonna try to bust it up. So what we got to come with the same as that defensive front we came with Georgia. To plug the middle, and then put a little bit of more physical edge to set the edges and have break come down and play the field side boundary so that we'll have some edge protection on that side. Other than that, man, if they set the edges, Vandy can't beat you. But if
Yeah.
you turn the edge loose, where Vandy can run those jets and those sweeps and those counters and those quarterback reads, you can't beat Vandy. So the key to it all, they're gonna have to score points, just like Twister said. We gotta score points, and we're gonna have to set the edge. We're gonna contain the C gap. We contain the C gap, we'll be Vandy bad. So my prediction gonna be, I say 45 to 21. Bama beat Vandy. I think we jump out on top of them at home with the crowd factor. Vandy
Yeah.
may score once or twice in the first quarter, maybe, but I just can't see them coming to Tuscaloosa and doing what they did last year when it was in Vandy because didn't nobody know what they were bringing. So now we got an idea of what they're bringing. We should be able to beat them.
You say
Yes, sir.
45-21, Coach?
45-21.
Hey, coach, I got a question for you, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right. I already said about the setting the edges part. Can those DBs lock up on those receivers too? Yeah, we trying to seal the edges. Though don't we got the DBs like Bray Harvey, the safety, and Sap, the safeties. Do we got the right cornerbacks to contain those receivers? They kind of
They
good too.
probably
Yeah,
they probably won't run man coverage because you run man. They don't know what corner like. DeJohn Lee is a man corner, but
mm-hmm.
but
Yeah,
we have corners. We have off man cover. We have press man cover. You probably gonna never see the money play press. He'll play off man, but he won't play press man because he's not a press man. So we have the
yeah,
skill to play press man cover. But I don't know if it's beneficial with this type of game to play press man because you'd be too actually. The problem is you too close to the line of scrimmage. And when the run play coming, you that close to the line of scrimmage, they don't have to reach you. They don't have to come to you and block you. They just stand and block.
yeah,
So you want to play off man coverage in the way where you can see what you see the receiver he's coming out for a route, or you can see him if he set the block. And he set the block, boom, you get outside and contain the edge. You just peek inside, make sure your body's outside. You're peeking inside to contain the edge. If he goes inside, you can get off the block and assist on the tackle. And if he pops outside, you can drive him out of bounds. He gets no yardage.
Exactly. Cause that Diego Pavia, he gonna be trying do skip around, trying to find an opening, trying to run if he can find an opening. That dude's like a Houdini, man. We gotta watch him. Like I said, that's why we compared him to Johnny Manziel. But my opinion is, I know Johnny Manziel beat us back in 2012, but why he's on that side? I know he hate Alabama. He must have hated Alabama so much that he's going over there to the Vanderbilt side, or trying to, I guess, cheer for them. That probably gonna motivate
Man,
Alabama even more to beat the hell out of Vandy.
But you know
man,
what though? Go ahead, Coach.
Latoya said it yesterday. Johnny Manziel probably still blaming Alabama for his career not going well in the NFL. I said it must be the drugs he blaming.
Yeah,
He gotta be
that
on.
could be
He gotta
good.
be on. He gotta be on some real drugs, and he thinking that him being on the sideline is gonna affect Alabama. He probably still snorting.
Man, he wasn't bragging when he won that Heisman that year too, was it? He was talking about that, doing a money sign, and then
He may,
TJ Yordan did the same thing, did the throat slash and got called for it though.
hey, he maybe was on drugs that Heisman season. He was running around like a chicken.
Yeah, he
Uh-huh.
showed. Yeah, he probably sure was. But what's crazy about the whole thing? I ain't back to his history. Remember, Josh Gordon, one of the goddamn future prospects that year, was one of the best receivers in that league that year. They got him
Mhm.
suspended, but they kept Johnny Manziel. That wasn't fair for that man. Josh Gordon was a good player, but yeah, did he do his little marijuana? Yes, he did. But Johnny Manziel was partying all the time, but they ain't call him on there. They didn't do nothing to him, and he stayed there a little longer than Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon was probably been the best receiver that the NFL ever seen. But he was doing marijuana maybe because he was nervous and he had, as I don't know, anxiety, trying to keep his head cool. But that's what they use the marijuana for. But Johnny Manziel was like he was just a party dog. He was just a party person, but they kept him on there. So that's just my opinion, though.
Yeah,
Listen,
Johnny Manziel was
Johnny.
just he was just different, man. And I ain't talking about in no positive way either, but they
Yeah,
didn't have no answer for him. They the NFL and nobody else had an answer for the things that he would do. They had one, but they just didn't want to do anything to him.
No cut, but Johnny was messing with that cocaine.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
That
Oh yes.
cocaine don't stay in your system that long. So you can
see,
get on that cocaine and go past the drug test 3 days later.
Mhm.
that's true too. And I've
Yeah.
read that he was out there pretty bad. Johnny was out there
Mhm.
pretty bad. Johnny don't look all that coming on in right now. He don't look all that right now, y'all. When I looked at him the other night on Shannon Sharp show. Johnny gone, man. Johnny gone.
Yeah, Johnny,
But
Johnny,
he he gone.
Johnny,
I
He's
guess we
gone.
get that man nightmares. We get that man nightmares. And hey, remember, man, we
no,
did beat him.
he,
Well, like I said, we beat him. We beat
his
Johnny
he red
Manziel, and we
he red
made
shirt
that guy.
freshman year. Yeah,
Yeah,
he red
we
shirt
made
freshman
it.
year. He gave us nightmare. But
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
that sophomore year, we put him in a coma.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
we made him who he is. We made Johnny Manziel. Nobody would know who he was if he didn't beat us. You beat
That's
Alabama, you know this. Just like this guy right here, we're gonna play in a couple of days. He's known because he beat Alabama. Shades of
exactly.
what that man doing. So if we beat you again, you're gonna be forgotten just like that man is, just like Johnny Manziel. Just
And I
like
heard,
it.
and you know what else, Coach? I heard this yesterday from Coach. I think it was Coach Al who said, "Hey, good morning, Jacob." He said this. He said, "This is probably going to be about it for Pavia as far as this train is going to go for him." Because I don't think Pavia will make it in the league. I don't think he will. If he goes there, I don't think he'll be too much of a threat. So right about now, he's gonna shoot a shot. He's gonna bump his gums and all that kind of stuff. But I believe Saturday that Pavia is going to see a different Alabama defense this time, and I think they're going. I honestly believe they're going to shake him up a little bit, y'all. I believe they're going to shake him up. I think you're going to get shook up this go rip, because you keep running your mouth, you keep doing this, keep doing that, and all that other stuff. You know, I think they're going to shake him up, and they're hoping that because even, you know, I ain't heard too much from Castellanos anymore and everything, but him and Castellanos was even talking some smack about Bama earlier in the season and everything. So, but I think we're going to do the Pavia. You know, we're not going to let him get the jump on us like Castellanos did.
So we're talking about Castellanos, man. Florida State got a defense.
Yeah.
Florida State have a whole lot of skill. Florida State had Bama kids that were pissed off at Bama. That were trying to take our heads off. Vandy don't have kids that pissed off at Bama want to take their heads off. Vandy gonna roll in thinking that they the favorite to win the game. They're gonna come in there, they're gonna set up, they're gonna play hard. They're gonna give Bama all they have. If Bama stands up and play the football that we know they can play, they send Vandy to the house with the tail between the legs. But if you come out there and you playing, you know, reserve, you playing nervous, I don't know what he gonna do. He gonna hand it off, he gonna pull it. I don't give a damn. You got a running back, and you got a guy to watching the running back, and you got a guy to reading the quarterback. Just do your keys. When you play your keys, you will have everything covered. And then when you get a shot on the dude to shut his ass the hell up, you tear that head off.
Yep.
It's just really just go down there, you knock his ass out, and every time you lay on his ass, knock him out, you talk cash money. So every time you look around, he's gonna be started looking around, looking for numbers. That's what you do with quarterbacks. You make quarterback nervous, and when you make them nervous, they start turning around looking for numbers. Like Gunner stopped in the second half. Gunner was getting sacked. He started turning around. He was dropping back, looking and see who was coming before he was trying to find folks down the field. You gotta get them all scheduled. You get them all scheduled, you can beat Vandy, and you can beat them bad.
Right quick though, Twister and Coach, and I thought I saw Icebox come up in here, but right quick. Jacob wanted me to ask you all about the Florida State Miami matchup. And I'm going to start with you, Coach, because I know you got to get to the doctor. So I'm going to start with you first. And when he gets done, Twister, you hop on in there. Go ahead, Coach.
Florida State, Miami. Miami coming in on a high horse. Florida State coming in on a loss. On a loss to a team they shouldn't have not lost to. They overlooked Virginia preparing for Miami. Now they get a shot at Miami, and they've probably been preparing for Miami for 2 or 3 weeks because they've been playing no tough opponent, and they ran into Virginia and the Bulldogs up there in Charlottesville. Now you get a shot at what you've been practicing for the last 3 weeks. I think Florida State comes in off of that loss and hand Miami their first loss. I think Florida State beat them 28-24.
Okay. Heard that, Jacob? Go ahead, Twister.
Kind of like the same way. They overlooked. Like I said, they kind of Florida State pulled it like an Alabama. They overlooked Virginia and got beat. And now they know what to do. Maybe they facing reality and whatnot. And now they got Miami. And maybe they can be prepared. Gus Malzahn probably had that offense ready to go. But let me say it on the Miami side. Miami were playing pretty decent. Carson Beck, I don't know. 1 minute he plays like a Heisman quarterback. Sometimes he have off day games, but the running they do, and the offensive line is pretty good. They've been protecting that quarterback a whole lot. So if Carson Beck can keep his mind game, his game face on. I like Coach, man. I might say Miami might pull it out. I would say 34-25. 24, I should say.
34. Okay. I'm gonna look at it like this, and you heard that, Jacob. Okay, but I'm gonna say it this way, and I agree with both of you all. But I'm also looking at it from another slant, and that's this here. Florida State can't afford to lose this game. They can't afford to lose because it's another ACC game. They just can't afford to lose it. You can't afford at this juncture to go down 0-2 in the SEC. In the ACC. So with that being said, and Florida State is catching them in Tallahassee, I'm going to have to kind of give the edge to Florida State right there. And I think it's going to be like a 35-31 game. I think some points are going to be scored. But I've got to give that Doak Campbell State when the chief coming out and putting that spear down there and everything. And like what Coach Carl said, I think that Florida State is going to right or wrong because they probably were looking ahead, underestimated
Virginia.
underestimated Virginia. Virginia got out there and did them, and then there went, as I say, there went Jesus on the bicycle. So I'm just saying. So anyway, I think Florida State's gonna beat them, and then it's gonna cause in the end result of it all, I want to see how Clemson is going to come back in this. That's what I'm waiting to see, how Clemson is going to respond to their slide. What's happening with them? That's what I'm waiting to see. So
Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know about that. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know what the heck happened to Clemson and Dabo. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. I don't got no words for that. That's a right there shocker because there was, like I said, there was goddamn the preseason. They was favored to win the whole thing.
that's it.
They will win the whole thing, and they getting beat like this. Georgia Tech beat them, and who else beat them? Who else?
Syracuse.
Yeah. And then they had a little fight with Troy. They went toe to toe with Troy.
Yep.
Ouch. I don't know, man.
It's gonna be.
Clemson is.
I see Coach.
Clemson is no longer Clemson.
No.
Yeah. Nah. I'm just saying what I'm saying.
Unless Florida State lose again and Miami start losing, Clemson is not going to make it the ACC championship.
Yeah, man. It's Florida State, Miami. Florida State and Miami on. They ride the show now. They ride the show.
It'll be Florida State, Miami in the ACC championship, or one of those two against SMU. That's how.
Y'all see Jacob's question. Jacob asked if Georgia destroys Kentucky, do you think we move up in the rankings? I'm gonna answer it on this wise. I let them answer too. I believe that Georgia is gonna depend on what happens in front of them.
And the game and how they win the game too. That goes there too. How they win it, how they perform, and how many games on the higher teams might lose. That's basically how it be. If a high ranking team lose and Georgia win that game, they'll go up.
The thing about Georgia, man, same thing I say about Georgia, say about just stay where you at. You rank 14, 15, stay within that range. Because now you're not the target of everybody. Everybody thinking that you can fell off, then you could just ease your way back on up in the top 10 into the top 5. By the end of the season, you'll be right there prime in a position that if you lose a game, you're only gonna lose and drop to the top 12. So you don't want to be in the top 12 right now, and then you lose a game, you drop down to the top 20. So stay where you're at. So where you're no longer hunting.
Yeah. Now we the hunted. As we still rising up. We said we ranked number 10, Piano Man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're ranked 10.
Okay, that's manageable. We still got work to do though. We don't need to be that high. That's exactly where we need to be.
I'm with you, Twister. I really did not want us to get that 10th spot. I did not. And I know some Bama fans might get mad with me for saying this, but I did not want us to be right there at that 10th. I wanted us to be like around the 12th, 13th area right there. I wanted us to continue to work our way up because see that top 10 is still going to be a lot of shakeups there. It's still be some shaking up there. That's all I'm saying. And I don't want us to get caught up in the shakeup. I'd rather us win, continue to win, this, that, and the third. And
I believe. I didn't mean to cut you off. I believe why they did that because Georgia was fifth ranked. There's ranked number 5. We upset them and they're home. I believe that's why they did that. I'm not so sure because Georgia was ranked fifth in the country, and we beat them in their home in their hostile environment. I don't know, but like you said, man, I ain't want us to go up that much. I thought we would go even higher because I'm like, because they'll do some crap like that. But I'm glad they put us where we need to be at because we still got work to do. We got a hell of a goddamn confident still coming up. After Vandy, who's next? Tennessee?
After Vandy is Missouri.
Yeah. They undefeated too, right?
We go to Missouri, then we come home and play Tennessee.
Yeah, so we got a lot of work to do. We gonna have to work our way back up. So we're doing
all Alabama has to do, man, is just play football.
Play like how we do.
Stop worrying about the ranking. Fans need to stop worrying about the rankings. Just play football. You win all your football games, you make the playoff. If you lose game, you're not gonna make the playoff. Everybody worry about what we rank that here, what rank we got there. That rank shit don't matter until December.
You sure right, man.
It don't matter until December. When December roll around and you rank high, you get in the playoff. If December roll around and you rank low, you're not getting in the playoff. If you got a loss in November, December, you're probably not making the playoff. Just play your game, win. As long as you win, you in. That's it. Win and you in. That's all. Every commercial you see that has anything about the college football playoff, they say win and you in. Do your job, win your game, you make the playoff. I don't give a damn if you rank number 1 or you rank number 12. It don't matter. As long as you're in the playoff, you're going to play somebody tough regardless. If they make it to the playoff, they're going to be tough. You're not going to get the number 1 seed and get a cupcake. Like, you think the cupcake's in the playoff? Sometimes they may put a Indiana in the playoff that has no business in the playoff, but they play hard. They put Arizona State in the playoff last year that we feel like shouldn't have been there, and they damn near beat Texas.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm with
you. You gotta play your game, no matter who the opponent is. You just gotta play. You can come out here. They can come out here and play against Key High School down there, 1A High School. They don't show up and play. He gonna get Alabama ass a run. It is what it is, man. Get on the field, play football. No matter who the opponent is, you play football and you play the best of your ability. You win the game. We got just as much talent or more than any other team in the country. We rank our recruits rank right up there with the Ohio States of the world. No difference between us and Ohio State. Ohio State hadn't been taken over by lightning.
Yeah.
That's it. They ain't taking nobody lightning. That's all different.
Yeah, I'm finna drop down here on here cooking breakfast right now, but I'm gonna say this right here. It's about back to the Vandy Alabama game. As long as we keep our players healthy and stuff like that, because is Drake Kirkpatrick's son getting some reps now? Because I seen him a couple of times out there, in the Georgia game, and he did. Since he been there, he made an impact. I hope they keep utilizing that guy because he's just like his father. He's just like Drake Kirkpatrick, the OG that we know back in the day. He hitting hard. He targeting the ball. He hitting. We need a thumper just like Bray Hubbard. So I hope he gets some time on there. And you said Reese and Pierre and them other guys. And I think the other guy who what was number 94 who took James Smith's spot when he got rejected from targeting. What was his name?
Hill.
Yeah, Hill. He did pretty good. Get them more time. They sink their teeth. Now they got some experience. So get them a shot if they ever, when they ever get a chance to, and let them play. Because man, this game right here is probably kind of like the games at state kind of like bigger than Georgia's because since Georgia didn't beat us, now they jumping on Vandy to see they can get the job done again. And guess we got to prove to everyone that we still that team. So
Yeah.
on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and finish doing my breakfast and get my day started. And Piano Man, Coach, Stephen Hicks, Susan Thomas, Latoya, all y'all guys out there, roll tide, and God bless y'all, man. And Piano Man, we'll see you in the evening, man.
Yeah,
roll
man.
tide.
Roll Tide, brother. I appreciate you for coming, Twist, as always. You and Coach. I know Coach in there getting his chiropractic on. I know he in there. He gonna be feeling right here in a minute. Now I want nothing. I ain't gonna say that. Twist. Y'all ain't gonna pay me up for that, man. But Coach is an upstanding man and all that good stuff. But when you say you're going to the chiropractor, that's almost low key going to the massage parlor.
Roll Tide to you, Icebox, man. God bless you, bro.
Right, man. We'll see y'all in a minute, man. But I appreciate you, Twist. I'm gonna get a couple more scores here and get ready to get out of here and everything.
Yes,
Gotta head up here, man. Be safe out there, brother. And as always, thank you for calling and all that good stuff. But I'm gonna say this, and before you go though, this Vanderbilt game is an important one. Jacob, I saw what you asked for, but this is what we're gonna do about that, Jacob. I'm gonna wait until next week to address the Auburn stuff. All this yep they got going. We're gonna wait till y'all play them next week, and then we'll address this Auburn stuff going, because Auburn has no room to talk. They're in the same shape as Clemson right about now. They got some issues going, and so I'm like Twister. I don't know what's gonna happen with Clemson, and Clemson I'm like you can about pull the plug on them, because something is definitely wrong with the program. But this week, Vanderbilt, Alabama. Honest to goodness, Twister, before I let you go, to me, this week, Alabama, Vandy is for all the marbles.
Okay.
That's how I'm looking at it. It's for everyone. Yeah. What's up, Sharp? Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, before I let you go, I know Auburn ain't talking. They need to be checking on their good old coach over Mr. Freeze over there. Hey, Mr. Freeze, man. Why you keep allowing them sacks, boy? Why you keep allowing them sacks? You don't let Stavin over them this time?
Oh, wait a minute, Twister. Doggone it, Jackson Arnold just got sacked again. God.
Oh, Mr. Freeze. Why you keep allowing them sacks, my boy? I know they ain't talking. They quarterback.
They talking. I'm talking about. They talking cash money stuff. They talking, man. They talking.
We don't got no room to talk. Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze probably gonna be out there. No.
Mr. Freeze got some things. Mr. Freeze got some things. He just got some issues, but Vandy. Anyway, we'll talk about Auburn on the next go rip. But
yeah, because I got a lot of things to say about Auburn. But anyway, we will cut this short.
Yeah, bro. I'll holler at you later on. I'm gonna get some more scores some more predictions off and everything. And we just looking at just Vandy and everything. And I appreciate you, Twister. And I'll holler at you later on this evening, bro.
Yes, sir. Roll Tide, my friend.
Roll Tide, my friend. All right, that was Twister, everybody. Great call as usual. Great call. I see B Sharp in the house. B Sharp, yeah. Jackson Arnold just got sacked in his dreams, man. Jackson Arnold got sacked again and again. Listen, I'm seeing some people talk about the like button. Oh wow, man! I'm so tired of all this bad news. But B Sharp's in the house. I see people talking about the like button. Please hit it. And for those of you that are listening, looking, and lurking, come on in, join, subscribe to the channel and everything. We're on the road to 400 or 500. Let's get it. Like I said, I'm not pushing, just per se, just pushing all of that. But just come on and join in with us, and let's just have a good time. Yeah, thank you, B Sharp. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. It's like coming into a house. It's like coming in speaking, hit the like button. That's all I ever ask for. And just hit that like button. And so, but this is going to be a good game Saturday. I'm going to wait and give my prediction later, but these are the ones that I have. And if anybody else wants to give their prediction today, Big Dog got it. He said 31-21 Bama. Twister said 45-28 Bama. Jacob said 49-28 Bama. Bobby said 35-21 Bama. Jeff said 42-14 Bama. Justin Summerlin 38-20 Bama. And Coach Carl 45-21 Bama. If anybody else want to put their prediction up in the chat today, you've got from now until Friday to do it. If you want to wait, until Friday, that's going to be the last day to do it and everything. Let's make sure that we just get it on in there and everything. Double A said 35-28. Oh boy, she's predicting a close one too. Double A said, let me do this. Let me do this right quick. Double A, let me see. Man, y'all leave three-stroke Charlie alone. Please leave three-stroke alone. Lord Jesus the Christ. Three-stroke Charlie got his. William. Yeah, man. Three-stroke Charlie got his sack. Oh, boy. Okay, let me get back to this here, because, man, see, y'all, okay. Double A said 35-28 Bama. Carla Hinton 48-17. And then Stephen says 45-21. And then we got to go with that. Lord Jesus. Just as I want Papa to say two things in press conference after said, I need an ice bath, and now I got regrets. Ice bath and regrets. Sounds like a good combination to me. Sound like a good combination to me. I love it. I love it. I love it. William Bryant says 31-19 Vandy. 31-19 William B. 31-19 Bama. Okay, 31-19 Bama. Gotcha, William. I got all, But all I'm saying is, everybody, I'm excited about the game. I'm excited every time Bama wins. I'm excited, and I'm, when we're not doing so good, I still love my Tide. You see what I'm saying? But I'm just at this point now where I'm just tired of these bandwagon folks. Be sharp. I was just defending Ryan a little bit more this morning, and everything. And we just need to continue to watch the game. Make sure that Carla Hinton, really, Carla. Carla, really? I'm not even gonna put that on the screen, Carla, cause that's gonna cause a firestorm right there. But really, Carla Hinton, really? Well, let me ask a question, Carla. Hold up. Nothing. Don't worry about it, Carla. Don't worry about it. That's it. Yeah, Coach Carl, it makes you, Bama ball. 9 said, man, we got to hit that quarterback. Said he's the second, right? Yeah, and he is. And he is. But Bama, here's the other part of that. But you know what, though? I'm not even going to say that. I was going to say, but look who he did it against. but those guys deserve, you know, if he's proven it against whatever competition, he's proven it. I'm getting ready to go. Coach Carr, not you too. Oh, God. See, Susan. You see what you just started? Susan Thomas is the reason that we got 3-stroke Charlie. Now he'd have been upgrade. Oh, Lord, today, Jesus help me. Only on the long run, dude. Nothing. All I know, Vandy, is payback week. It's revenge week for Vandy. I just hope and pray that 3-stroke Charlie don't get caught up in all this Vandy stuff. Lord Jesus, help in this hour. Anyway, yeah, I'm with you, Stephen. Thank you. Lord, help us all. Susan Rehab. Oh. I'm done, man. I'm done. I'm finna go, y'all. I'm done. It's over. It's over. It's over. Susan, see, this your fault, Susan. This is your fault. It's your fault. Oh, my. 3-stroke Charlie got upgraded to 4-stroke Charlie. With the mud, water down. Yeah. Where is Anitra when you need? No, I'm glad Anitra's not here. Only thing I need Anitra for now is to tell her that she got the picks right. But I don't need Anitra for nothing else, because see, Anitra gonna be took this and went on down the street with it, and you won't be able to catch Anitra. I'm glad Anitra's not here. I'm glad KT's not here. I'm glad let me see, it's somebody else. I know them three. I'm glad they not here. I'm really glad they're not here, because this conversation of beating went on, because you got enough with Susan and everything. I'm glad Dr. Crystal's not here. OG Gill, I'm just glad. And my little Lord Jesus, Lord help us today. If Anitra, let me find out Anitra's streaking with 3. So let me find out. Let me find out. Let me find out. Remember, if you play against low caliber team, that's your level now. They play, let's see, but they lost their quarterback. Now, Bama has been drugged through the mud. Now we are battle tested. Yep, but you see, Jeff, here's the other part of that. The other part of that, we've still got to hit Pavia. Remember what you still have to remember. He sort of owns us right now because he beat us last year. That's what this is all about. And a lot of the ranking, okay, let me start at. Okay, I said I was going to address that because I didn't know about that. But anyway, Jeff, you still got to put the hat on him. You can't take his accolades away from him. He's still good. He's still good. So we got to hit him. It doesn't matter about the competition. The dude is good. He's good at this level. So, now we realize that at this collegiate level, there are different levels within the collegiate level, but he's in the SEC. He's still good. His name is out there. We got to put the hat on him. It doesn't matter who he's played in the past. We're playing him Saturday. So we got to, we got to play him. Now let me get on and then I'm gonna get out of here. Piano Man, when the honeybees came on the field versus FAMU, the FAMU announcer said, "Here are the honeybees, the new faces of Ozempic." Let me tell you something, Mr. Announcer. Now, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, bro. First of all, you need to be fired. You need to be fired because you're talking about our queens like that, okay? You're talking about our queens. That's somebody's daughter. Those are somebody's daughters, granddaughters, sisters, nieces, aunts, cousins, friends. It doesn't matter. Probably somebody's girlfriend, whatever. That's wrong, brother. That's wrong. Now, what if because I'm gonna tell you what, make sure that the females in your family, you see what I'm saying? Remember, you got females in your family and all that kind of stuff. Second of all, there are some of us brothers, now brothers help me out now. There are some of us brothers who like them sisters with a little meat on their bones. God bless you, Cole. There are some of us brothers who like that with the meat on the bone. They the honeybees, and we like that. Some brothers like it like that. That might not be your grit, but don't you just don't knock it at all, Mr. Announcer. Just don't knock it at all. Because you might not be somebody's grit and you thinking you cute and handsome and everything. But let me tell you something. But some of us brothers like it. We like it like that. Yes, we do. And I just so happen to be one of them. Now, you get up off of them. Because I don't care, it's called juicy fruit. Amen. Woo. That's what it's called. It's called honeybees. A lot of honey in that bee. And you don't, man. Let me find out where you live, Mr. Announcer, so I can come so an OG can show you what it's all about. I'm with you, William Brown. We like that cushion. Yeah, we like it. Yes, we do. In the summertime, in the wintertime, in the spring, and in the fall. We just like it like that. Some of us like it like that. Some of them like them tall. Some of them like them short. Look here. And I don't mean no harm. But listen, when I greet a Muslim brother and they say assalamu alaikum, I say wa alaikum assalam back to them because I respect them. But I also say, yeah, some are like them hot, and some are like them cold, or some are like them tall, or some are like them short, or some are like them robust, or some are like them not so robust. Some of us, we just like them the way that we like them. And it's not up to you to get to talking about the Ozempic dose. So kill that, brother, man. Let that go. Let that go. Let that go. Let that go. That's wrong and it's uncalled for. I'm just saying. That's right. I like them like that. That's what we like. Yeah, tall women, short women, women. I'm going to be informative and I'm going to be entertaining. So I'm here to inform you, bro. Get up off them honeybees, dog. Get up off of them. Get up off of them. They ain't asked you for all that. They're talking about the new faces of Ozempic. You look like the old face of Ozempic. The crowd even booed him and they were at FMU. Yeah, man. I like them thick and curvy. Come on, Chris. Yes, sir. Yeah. I feel short, though. I'm 5'8", too. I'm 5'10". Nothing. It don't make no difference to me. You know. You remember that song? That y'all remember that jam? I Want to Be Rich. You remember that little line there? He say, "I like money, lots and lots of money. I like the pie in the sky." Well, okay. I like honeybees and all the honey that they make. That's it. Just there you go. That's it, Stephen. It don't, and I just don't discriminate. That's it. Now, do I have my preference of what I like? Yes, I do. But I ain't finna get out there publicly and down somebody because they, man, forget that dude, man. I hope he lost his job, or I hope they reprimanded him. At least they hope they reprimanded him. Honeybees are beautiful. Yes, they are, Sugar Bell. Sure enough, they are. Sure is. I don't know how you know, but yes, God, they are. When the Lord made a woman, he knew what he was doing. You know, yes, he did. Woo, hallelujah. Mm-hmm. I'm like the Four Tops back around 1971. Ain't no woman like the one I got. Yeah, buddy. The Lord knew what he was doing. That's why I don't doubt God. When God made a woman, he knew what he was doing. Now look at him. All that other stuff, what you got going, fellas, that's between you and the Lord. But as for me, as for Piano Man, ain't one thing a brother can do for me. Tell me which way the females went, and I'll be most appreciative. Amen. And all the brothers said, roll tide. But on a serious tip, that was wrong. That was wrong, man. That was wrong. J. Cole, I'm not done. I'm not done. I ain't never done when it comes to that. But now back to regular scheduled programming. It's time to beat Vandy. Now here, like I said, I got some watch out now. Watch out, Twister. Watch out now. You finna don't start nothing. It won't be where the don't start nothing won't be nothing crew at. I need y'all in full effect right now. Don't start nothing and it won't be nothing. Where the brick house crew at? Anyway, but I got some predictions here. And if you want to give your prediction today, feel free to. But if not, we'll wait. We'll wait until you got. Matter of fact, I'm coming back on this evening, and then tomorrow, and then Friday. We got to get it. Okay, let's get it, and everything. But you know what, Jeff, I'm gonna say this about that. I'm in total agreement with you. I'll say this, but let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. I still want to put our defense on the field. I still want to put our defense on the field just to see what we're made of. Just see what have we learned from one year to the next concerning this one offense. What have we learned? Because like Coach Carr said, this is like it's a variation, it's a flex offense, but it stretches you. It's designed to stretch your defense. It's designed to stretch it. And so we want to see, because I don't want Poppy just to sit on the bench. You know, but I get what you're saying. Long drives, sustaining drive, and everything. It will keep them cold a little bit, but it also makes our defense cold at the same time. You see what I'm saying? So I still want our defense on the field because I want to see, have we learned our lesson? Has Bama learned their lesson? You know, but I'm still in agreement with you. But let's do those long drives, because I still say, now I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Let's back up to the Florida State game. Remember the first time we drove the ball on them? We did a time-consuming drive on them. And a couple of breaks here or there, Bama would have blown out Florida State. But we didn't do it, so we can't say that. But we were heading in the right direction until they made adjustments, and then we started doing some crazy stuff. And then that's what happened there. But I'm with you though, Jeff. So if we do those long sustaining drives and still keep Poppy on the bench, but I want us in those long sustaining drives, I want some positive results out of it. I want some positive results. First downs and touchdowns. Limit the penalties and don't get caught up in the emotion of it all. I think we'll be okay. I think we will be okay. Exactly. A very long drive on that first drive. That's what I believe. Yeah, we have to prove. Hold up for a minute. Coach Carr says something. That part right there. We have to prove our defense is legit, and we need to get back to the basics and play defense. That's all I'm saying. What coach? That's the way coach put it. That's all I'm saying. I still want to see our defense on the field to see if we've learned our lesson. Have we learned? Because the only way the defense is going to be considered legit, you're going to have to play against an offense that's kind of unconventional and beat them at it. Yeah. Hold up. They started hitting our players with bad intention and violent behavior. Yeah, exactly. And what Steven said right here, Vandy, yep, Bama, handle your business. What Steven said. And that's what's got to happen. Bama has to handle business. Because I'm saying it again, what I said a couple of days ago. This is when this time last year, this is when the wheels started falling off the wagon. And I hope we've learned our lesson. Yeah. Yeah. You have to get off the field on third down. Exactly, LaToya, right there. That part. That's the other part that makes you, what Coach Carl is saying, that's the other part that makes our defense legit. How fast can you get off on third down? See, that's a quarterback like Papia. That's what he thrives on. That part, what LaToya's saying, that's what they thrive on. To continue first down, or continue on a new series, you can't get off the field on the third down. They're converting. You got to stop them from converting. Hey, Diane, here we go. We must stay focused and play 4 full quarters of football, then celebrate. Roll Tide. Gotcha. Exactly. And might I add to that, Diane, we must stay focused every play on both sides of the ball. Even, okay, I hate to bring this up, and even though it's in the past, but I don't want to bring this up. But even our special teams has to be focused. Remember that touchdown that the kickoff team gave up to Wisconsin? You can't have that. Every unit, every part of every unit of Bama has to be focused. Kickoff return, kickoff team, field goals. Everybody's got to stay focused. So yes, Diane, I'm adding to it when you say we must stay focused. Every phase and facet of you've got to be focused. Because one wrong move, it could slip away. So yes, Diane, we must stay focused. I'm in total agreement with you there, sis. We must stay focused. Then celebrate. Yeah. Wait a minute, I'm going back a little. What LaToya said, get off the field on third down, because Vandy wants to play keep away. And that would be that up and down game that I'm talking about. Fast, slow. That is, I call it, for the lack of a better, off tempo. Tempo on the one hand, and then do something else to keep Bama's offense. Because don't think for a heartbeat. Vandy know what's happening over there on that Bama sideline offensively. They ain't crazy. They know good and well at any moment Bama can strike. You got the weapons to do it. So yes, LaToya, playing keep away. Yeah, coach, that offense helped improve the draft. Yeah. It might be it. You know what, Twister? That's going to depend on the defenses. I'm gonna put that on the big screen right quick. Oh, I gotta go. It might be a shootout game. That's going to depend on how the defense plays. Me personally, I don't think that Vandy's defense could afford a shootout with Bama's offense. I don't think that'll happen. I don't think they can afford one. Especially like what Coach Al said, they're trending. And I'm going back to something that Coach Carl said back in the summer. I was wanting to say this yesterday, the day before, but I'm going to say it today. Coach Carl made a statement that said, trust the process. Trust the process. He said that back in the summer. Trust it. Trust it. Just trust it. And this will be the game. This would be the game right here, because you're going to see a little bit of it all, because Vandy runs everything that they're doing is basically unconventional. And it's going to cause Bama, a team like Bama, to think. You got to think, you know, but like I said, Twister, yes, the edges too, but you got to defend that from side to side. Gap integrity got to be addressed too. Got to be addressed, because it won't do you any good to seal those edges, but they can still come up the middle. See, a guy like Pavia, you said it yourself. He's sneaky. He's crafty now. He's crafty. So everybody's got to play smart. On the edge, gap as well. Even in the DB, you got to play up. Because Stowers, their tight end, that's who I worry about. That's who I worry about. Because if you take a Pavia's other part of him away, and that's his legs, and don't contain the pass, then you're going to still have some problems. Yeah, we got Carl. We got to put. I'm about to say something bad right there, but you got to put Pavia on his back, as Carla said. Yeah, Womack needs to earn his money. He does. But that shootout, it could be, Twister, if the defense does not play up to par. Yeah, Zero's his favorite target. Is that let me see something here. Zero. Is that oh, you're talking about Sherelle. Yeah. But we put the pressure on him so we can't get to Sherelle, then, you know, but they utilized Stowers too, though. And Stowers came back. He didn't get in the draft. He came back to boost his stock up. So, but you're right. But if Sherelle is his favorite target, then we got to be mindful of him too. It's going to be interesting. But all I'm asking Alabama to do is think. Think. It's time to think now. Defensive tackle need to dominate the line and get the quarterback and run back. Get them all. Get them all. For some reason, Womack had me nervous at times. Me too, Carla. Me too. Yeah, Stephen, just ignore the outside noise. Ignore it. But I'm still, you know, this is the game. Like I said, I was never worried about Georgia. I was more worried. Y'all heard me say it. I'm more worried about Vandy than I was Georgia. So anyway, y'all. So we'll come back on this evening for a little while, around the about the 4 o'clock hour. Yeah, about 4 o'clock, I'll probably be back on again. And we'll continue this discussion and continue our predictions. And, you know, I hope so. Yes. Yeah. It's going to be an exciting game. Kane, I believe Kane will have them together, Twister. Yeah. Players not doing their job right, Dwight. Yeah. They've got to do their part. And I believe that some things are the players as well as the coaches. It's going to be a little bit of both of them. But the one thing I do like is that Coach DeBoer is getting on to people because it's time. It's time. It's time. Let's make it happen. So we're going to see. Got to have them ready. But the players also got to keep themselves ready. It's a responsibility of everybody. It's one thing for the coaches to get you ready, but it's another responsibility for you to stay ready, for you to continue to be ready, play ready, play like you know what you're doing, play like it. You're gonna make some mistakes here and there, but it shouldn't be the same mistake, because especially if they're getting on to you about it and you're not correcting it, then get ready to be replaced. You know. Yeah, exactly, Jeff. Exactly. Yeah, we have a QB now that can read defenses and know when to run, and plus, and the players trust him. But then the other part of that, though, Jeff. Now let's just throw this in there. But you also have an O-line that is trending. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, Ty the dude. Now, don't get me wrong. But Ty also has an O-line to work with it. And you haven't had and let's just go ahead and call a spade, but you have not had a solid O-line actually since the last Natty. I ain't studying Coach Carr, man. I ain't going to this game. We will see more about. You need to bet Susan on that one, Coach. This game we see more all-around effort for Ryan. We also see a two-headed monster in Jam and Riley. Defense will eat. Yes. Watch, and I've been saying this. And Bino, I see if you listen, watch Latsier Brooks. It's just a matter of time. Latsier Brooks, Isaiah Horton, Caleb Edwards. It's about that time. Germ, Ryan, they gonna eat. They gonna eat. That's Yeah. Yes, Carla, I do. Yes, Carla. Yes, I do. And believe it or not, Carla, you know who else hand is on that with that O-line? Believe it or not, Ryan Grubb. He's an O-line specialist. Between him and Cap, they're mixing that thing up. See, that's why I'm saying, yes, we've got the QB, but if it was not for the O-line doing their job as well, and that mix up, that's what threw Georgia off last week. The mixing up of that O-line a little bit. Oh yeah, Jeff, watch Brooks Horton. Quavers is a secret weapon out in the open field. Quavers is a secret weapon. I'm also telling you, Caleb Edwards is one. Watch Danny Lewis. See, I'm telling you, it's a trend about to happen. You're about to see the crux of this offense is about to take off. And Coach Carl, Carroll should be starting now. Michael Carroll, he really should. Michael Carroll is a beast. Michael Carroll is a beast. But Coach Carl told us back in the summer, trust the process. He just could not, he just can't speak on some things. Yep, play one game at a time. You got it, Coach. Dewberry he's money too. He's money too. So I'm just saying it's going to be interesting how the approach to this game is. But all we can do is wait until Saturday. But I believe it's going to be an interesting game. Now, Danny Lewis plays Saturday. Danny Lewis is a hell of a blocker. He plays Saturday a little bit. He was out there. Yeah, Jeff. You did say it. They're under the radar. A lot of our players. No, Twister, you're good because he was hurt. He was hurt. But he's making that comeback. There are a lot of guys. You're getting ready to see some stuff on both offense and defense. But yes, Carla, I believe they're going to do that until they get the right mesh. I don't know, Coach. I don't know. Some guys are on the, you know what? I had a list of the injury list there, and I forgot what I did with it. And I got to go back and look and see who's all on it. Justin Hill, you're gonna see some guys on both sides of the ball begin to emerge. They're coming up. And this is a good game for some come up. This is a good game for them to come up on. Yeah. Tackle in space. Yeah, I got you, Twisted. But there also has to be penetrate at the line of scrimmage, right then, right there. And then that'll shut down, and that'll shut down some stuff too. That's what you're saying as well. The tackle in space, because even if they do get past you, somebody's there to keep them yak yards down, because that's what'll hurt you. Yak yards. Yards after the kick. The yards after, even if they hand the ball off. Yak yards after the handing off doing the run and things like that. You got some guys. Jam came in, and I'm gonna tell you something. People talked about Jam and his running ability. But Jam is a heck of a blocker too. Jam can block. He really can block. And I think that's where some of the issue was coming. Was coming as far as those running backs went. Jam's blocking ability, being able to stand the guy up, block the way it needs to be blocked, control the line of scrimmage and man your gaps. Yes, sir. Control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. Control it. You got that right, Twisted. Jam can block like. Jam is a blocker, man. You know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna get ready to go. Wait a minute. Hold up, Carla. I'm gonna put this on. It was nice to see him block for Proctor, but it was also good to see how that play formed. My only problem with that play is that I believe that if it had have been ran just a little bit more to the, keep it where it was, but away from the sideline and the hash from over there where it was, I still believe Proctor would have scored. If Proctor would have scored on that play right there, they still would have been picking up folks and carrying them to the hospital. So Proctor, that would have just been lights out for real. That was about to be a lights out play. Proctor and when Ryan was blocking, Germ was blocking, Jam was blocking, those dudes were blocking, and it was funny. Georgia had no answer for them. you know, now he ran out of he got out of bounds there. If he had kept it there to the right there, Sugar Bell, he would have scored. But it was so congested right there, and and to a certain degree, he overran his blocking. But it was a good play. And I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gone. Ryan Grubb teased them with it ahead of time. He teased them with that play, with that formation. Yeah, even Ryan was blocking. They all were out there. They were out there, and they were really trying to make it happen. But the one thing Georgia did, Georgia clogged it up. They clogged it up. But Proctor was coming with that force, man, and was knocking everybody out the way. So, but it was a good play. But I have to give Coach Grubb credit. He teased them with the formation. You know. Yeah, he was playing with the food there, Carla. So, but it was good to see blocking for Proctor, though. I loved it. And Bama did good. And then another thing Steven said, yeah, don't get burned. And in that, Steven, Damani, that one time, Damani, and when I went back and watched it, Damani was looking dead at the looking at the backfield, and that dude did a move on him, and he was gone. Damani did not respond well because Damani's attention was not there. Got to pay attention. That's where that thinking comes in. You got to pay attention to what's going on in front of you. Yeah, so I think we're gonna do good. We're going to be well. But like I said earlier, think, Bama, think. You got to think. Continue to think. Use your brain. Think. And Coach Carl said it. Coach Al said it. Don't be tentative. Don't overcomplicate anything. Can't overcomplicate it. It's simple. Do your thing. Plan your work your plan. You know. Okay. Y'all, that's going to be the show for this morning. I'll be back on this evening. If somebody run into Anitra, tell her Anitra she needs to be front and center this evening. Okay. Oh, Vandy will lead with the L. I believe that. That's it, Twister. Just stay focused on the job. That's all that's being asked of you. So it's going to be nice because I'm going back again. I don't mean no harm. Georgia was undefeated. Vandy is undefeated. And then the next week, I'm not looking ahead, but it's just true. Missouri will be undefeated when we play them next week. There's your gauntlet right there, facing undefeated teams. But for this Saturday, you got an undefeated Vanderbilt. Yeah, KB comes on tonight at 6, 7. I'm coming on at 4. I'm coming back at 4. I want to get some more predictions. Yeah, Damani needs help with play. He needs help with certain plays, not all of them. Because Damani can hit. Damani is a hitter. Maybe certain plays, maybe not just all of them. But this the other thing. Don't base a person's position or whatever on one play or two plays. Sometimes crap happens. But you got to pay attention. Have to pay attention. And on that play, like I said, go back and watch it. You can see where his eyes were. And the receiver, the Georgia receiver, picked up on that and saw that. And by the time he reacted, that dude was on down the field. I don't know, Jeff. I don't know. They still have Texas to play. They play Texas next weekend. We'll see. Won't be surprised if Oklahoma beats them, but, we'll see. We will see, okay? So anyway, y'all have a great day. The right to Stephen defend our house. We must protect this house. We must protect it. It's time. Time for Bama to begin to rise to the top. So everybody have a great day. To all the content creators out there, podcasters, keep doing your thing. Stay focused, drive, and go forward in the name of the Lord. And remember, you can do all things through Christ that gives you strength. And I'm no expert. I just know what I'm talking about. And so with that being said, I want to thank Coach Carl Twister for coming on as always. Thankful for everybody in the chat for hanging out with me for a little bit. Don't forget Bama Smoke with Spencer tonight. Got you. KB comes on tonight. We Bama content all over the place. Okay, so let's make it happen. Bobby Sprinkle comes on at 2. Bobby Sprinkle comes on at 2. Let's support him today. All right. Yeah, and so let's continue to support our team. And so with that being said, forget them trees. The hedges are forgotten. And last I checked, our quarterback had a few of them hedges in his mouth. So he was just letting them know it's over. It's over. So I'll see y'all. No, I'm going to see y'all at, I'll see you at 4. I'm going to be on at 4. But let's see you at 2 for Bobby, though. That's what's up. So I need everybody to be on with Bobby at 2 o'clock. And we're going to have a good time. And I'll be back at 4 o'clock. Forget the hedges. Forget the trees. Forget 3-Stroke Charlie, Buster, Billy. Forget it all. We don't give a piss about nothing but the tide. 401k crew, you know, I love you. To the laid back crew, I got you. To the No Mercy crew, it's time to show no mercy. To the drinking crew, slow down. Oh, it's 3 your time. Where you at, Jeff? Where are you? It's 3 your time. You must. Oh, no, 4-Stroke Charlie. No, well, okay. 3-Stroke Charlie, 4-Stroke Charlie, and then you also have 4-Stroke Fred. All that good stuff. Anyway, I don't know. But, and Billy, you still too short to play basketball. Oh, okay, Jeff. I got you. Okay. Okay. Well, anyway, I'll see you all this afternoon. Y'all have a great day. And I'm going to give me something to eat right about now. And then I've got to go and check on the little people. All right. Y'all have a great day. Behave yourself. And if somebody gets in touch with Anitra, tell her Piano Man needs to see her and everything. And we're going to take some more predictions this evening if you want to. We're going to continue the conversation. Twister, Coach Carl, again, thank you. For those of you that's watching, listeners, lookers, and lurkers, stop listening, looking, and lurking. Come and join, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And if you hadn't hit the like button, please hit it. And let's do this right. All right. I'll see y'all later. Piano Man is out. Roll Tide. See you in a little bit.